Now, if you're watching this video, you might have looked at pre-constructed decks as well. I'm not a big fan of pre-constructed decks because while they're fine for kitchen table magic, if you bring them to an FNM, you're just going to get destroyed by the tiered decks. Instead, I would take that money that you would spend on a pre-constructed deck and try to find a cheap, good deck. And there are plenty of cheap decks. I'd like to direct you to a site, MTG Goldfish, where you can see the general tabletop price for good decks. And I would just see what is in your budget and just buy the deck. Now, I would recommend playing a more aggressive deck when you're first learning, because most of the time you can just focus on what you're doing and do what we call solitaring, and you don't necessarily interact with your opponent too much. But I don't want to scare new players away from control, mid-range, or combo decks either. You should play what you think you'll have fun playing, because you'll be better at Magic if you're having fun. So explore these decks, especially ones within your budget. Now, if you want to be winning, I would be prepared to spend between $150 and $400 on a deck. But MTG Goldfish has honestly decent budget decks. Just understand that it won't necessarily be as good as, the tiered decks.